Another saint story made with love.
Hi, I'm Saint John Henry Newman, and this is my story. I was born in London in 1801, into an ordinary middle-class family. But when I was just 15, God touched my heart. It was the first time I felt His presence, personal, real, alive. From that moment, I knew I was called to serve Him. At Oxford University, I became a scholar, a teacher, a preacher. The world offered me success, and I was admired by many. But my heart longed for something deeper. A church that was alive with the faith of the apostles and the early fathers. The more I read them, the more I realized, truth is not a theory. It's a person. And He was leading me somewhere I did not yet understand. In 1833, I almost died while traveling in Sicily. Sick and alone, I whispered, "I shall not die. I have a work to do in England." When I returned, that mission began, what became known as the Oxford Movement. We tried to renew the Church of England from within. To bring back the beauty, the reverence, the unity of the early church. But the more I studied, the more restless I became. I could no longer silence the voice of conscience whispering, "This is not yet the whole truth." So I withdrew from the university. For 3 years in Littlemore, I prayed, read, and wrestled with doubt. I asked God to lead me gently, step by step. And finally, in 1845, I surrendered. I asked a humble Italian missionary, Blessed Dominic Barberi, to hear my confession. And I entered the Catholic Church. It was like setting out upon the open sea. Friends abandoned me. My name was mocked. Yet my heart was at peace, for I had followed the light of truth. 2 years later, in Rome, I became a Catholic priest, joining the Oratory of St. Philip Neri. When I returned to England, I founded the Birmingham Oratory. And later, helped establish the Catholic University of Ireland in Dublin. Whether among scholars or factory workers, I preach the same message, that faith must touch the heart as well as the mind. When people questioned my conversion, I wrote Apologia pro vita sua, a defense of my life. Not to win arguments, but to show that conscience and truth can never be enemies. For the truest proof of faith is a faithful life. In 1879, Pope Leo XIII made me a cardinal. And I chose as my motto, Cor ad cor loquitur, heart speaks to heart. Because that is how God works, not through noise, but through love. In 1890, my journey ended. The words on my tombstone say it best, out of the shadows and images, into the truth. Lead, kindly light. Lead thou me on. Follow Cute Messengers for more saintly stories. Cute Messengers, small voices, heavenly messages.
Thank you for watching!